Peter and I.
Oh, we're live. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're live.
Oh wow.
Oh well, that's good. Thanks for the like drum roll, Mike. Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, no
Oh,
countdown,
sorry.
nothing. Just we're live.
Oh, I thought the clock counting down for all of eternity until 3 p.m. was enough.
Okay, first comment from James. Thanks, James. Hooray, we could all insult Pete live. Brilliant. Yeah, great. Off to a good start. Thanks, mate. There
I
he is.
agree. So true.
Awesome. We had another question from Mr. T, which I don't think we were asking questions, Mr. T, but fine, we'll answer in a minute when we're all ready to. What are we gonna? I don't know how this works. Right, we're just doing a sort of like as if we were recording normally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the idea was that we just stream our normal recording session and people can watch in.
And
So-
like comment too. Which
So
will be
right
more
now
fun.
we get to do what we normally do during recording, which is watch John get his coffee ready.
That's true.
So true.
In between recordings, this doesn't actually get any more accurate.
Yeah. Also, the big red not recording sign, which we didn't have for a while, and is now
Oh, is that
back.
on? Is that on the what do you call it?
Yeah,
It's
if
on
you
the
ever
live stream,
join the
yeah.
stream, you'll know John if you join the meeting
I'm
today.
sorry, this coffee ain't making itself, you know?
You
No, it's
probably
not.
didn't
You're
see it
fucking
because
making
I
it. This is a problem.
put the link on Discord.
Oh, damn. 2-0. Shit.
Peter, what are you
Here
doing
I
to your
come.
camera?
I don't know. I'm just trying to.
You were good.
get the- Yeah, I know. I just trying to get this.
Okay.
Now I can't see your face, Mike.
You
That's
can't see
actually
my
kinda
face.
works.
All right. So
Yeah,
Kunan asks if this is new. Yes, this is new. Basically, what we're doing is we get together once a week to record this show.
Right.
At this time, we used to do it on Thursdays. Now we do it on Sundays. And we just figured, well, what if we just stream our session recording the show? So right now where it says not recording, that's because we're not actually recording a segment for the release during the week, but we're letting you watch what we do while we're getting ready to do that. And we'll try to, answer questions and keep an eye on things as we go. So what we start with is reviewing the stories. So here's the rundown.
Wait, hang on a second. Before
Yeah.
we start reviewing the stories, we've got this question from Mr. T, and I think we should answer it because we don't have anywhere else to say. We weren't, Mr. T. We were not like soliciting questions.
But I like the initiative.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's kind of nice, but
Yeah.
it's sort of throwing things off because we don't have any way to answer it. Anyway,
Throw
so I
it
think we
in,
should
so
get
we
out
should
of
do
the
it
way.
now. Agreed.
Question from
Okay.
Mr. T.
Well, hold on. Let me get rid of this recording thing then.
What?
Good
Oh,
idea.
so we're all gone now. Okay.
I have to switch
okay.
scenes to turn. You guys don't understand how delicate this setup is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
well-
know. The A and V guy seems real pissy. You know?
Oh, really,
Yeah.
John?
All right.
Would you mind
is that
putting
so?
a link to the story into the chat when you get a chance? I'm PyTest. Patience. I am patience test. Patient test. There's
Putting a link to the story. Oh yeah, sure. We can add a link.
hey.
all right. Hola.
What the
I'm not going to
frick?
be. He's not going to be home in time for the live stream, unfortunately. But he was wondering if he could submit a question. So he did. Question is, yay! So you've covered plenty of eye-rollingly bad proposed tech-related legislation / workplace ideas. For example, selfies to verified age of porn workers, banning end-to-end encryption, crushing work from home, etc., etc. I was wondering if any countries or companies or even individual laws have impressed you for being informed and capable of bringing actual positive change. Very wholesome question from Ms. T. Examples I've seen recently are Finland and Estonia. Is internet access is human right in Finland. I'm sorry, I'm saying Finland because I'm only noticing the exclamation mark at the end of the sentence as I read that far. The internet access is a human right in Finland. There you go. They teach kids media literacy in schools to build critical thinking skills. In Estonia, you can register for e-residency online and start a business in a few clicks. Also,
Is this all one
Baba
question?
Booey. Yeah, I think it's basically, can you think of anything positive that's happening in the world, in the world of tech and privacy is the overall question. Anything specific? So, no. Okay, done.
Well,
Give it to me.
I assumed it's a question to
Yeah,
you
2
because the part that
seconds.
you shared was like, what are real solutions? And I feel like this is the question that I'm asking you a lot. Is like you shit on what everybody's doing, but
No,
what can actually
you
be
shit
done?
on everybody.
But how do you fix it? Yeah.
The EU, the DSC, the Digital Services Act, and the Digital Marketing Act, I think, are excellent examples of good quality legislation that's going through. Finland and Estonia, excellent examples. Estonia, in particular, setting up a company there. This e-citizenship is just amazing. Is how.
CPA.
But the example, I don't know what the actual question was if you didn't paste the entire thing, but he started by saying, I wish I had a way to put it on the screen because
Yes, the CCPA.
but you said you've covered bad eye rolling proposals. For example, selfies to verify age of porn watchers, banning end-to-end encryption. Like, yes, privacy. We think GDPR does a decent job. There are some good regulations out of Europe, but talk about the age verification. This is the same conversation we had last time. Like, what do you do about it?
He's asking for
Positive things.
positive changes.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, hang on, have I not posted any of that into the?" Yeah, I was wondering if any countries or companies or even individual laws have impressed you for being informed and capable of bringing actual positive change.
Okay, so yes, GDPR, yes, the European Union, but to those specific examples of age verification or end-to-end encryption, there's no example you can point to or recommendation.
You go back to last week's episode because you lost the argument and you're like,
whoa.
Wait.
You just are going to assert that here?
You're overlooking what I'm Paita said. I'm Paita suggested the California Privacy Law.
CCPA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good example.
And then they also say, Government Surveillance Reform Act, but it hasn't passed yet. But isn't that the one that's like jumboed with a bunch of bad stuff in it? I don't remember.
Sort of. It's watered down, I think.
All right.
The problem with these regulations is that getting them through always requires bipartisan, in the US at least, bipartisan acceptance. And that means that you get either it's watered down or you get a bunch of other shit thrown in as well.
Right.
Yeah. So what are you giggling about, Mike?
So this is less behind the scenes so much as actually just doing the show.
Oh, okay. We're being
which we do actually still have to do. And this is my job.
All right, fine.
So
sometimes it's my job because you guys won't shut up. But this is a particular topic. All right. True. Okay. 3. Okay. Wait. Let me do the counting thing. 5, 4.
Peter, do you want to look at the rundown?
Yeah. Okay.
Are you counting down the rundown?
We have the rundown. Thrown Peter completely off. Okay. So the stories we have and for I Am Pie Test, yes, I'll post links as we go. But basically, the first thing we do.
By the way.
This is still prep for our recording session. Yeah. We go through the stories that we're going to talk about and see if we like the order they're in. So a supercomputer that simulates the entire human brain, which is bullshit because you can't simulate a brain. Whatever. We'll have that fight when we get to it.
Yeah.
So Peter, you had shared a article about specifically about Alex Jones. I don't actually like that story. Was there something specific in it that you needed?
As in what the fuck is going on? It's first of all the Elon Musk thing with Alex Jones getting back on Twitter, and then him putting it to a vote for Vox Day, Vox Populi, Vox Day.
So let's all just do that in this story because it talks about the live thing.
Oh, I don't care about the content of the live stream. It's just that he got all of the worst people ever. Andrew Tate and Alex Jones. I don't know who the other guy is, but I assume he's also an asshole.
All I'm saying is I'm not going to bring up the Alex Jones specific article. I'll use this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
That's all. So I have a clip from Joe Rogan talking about the background mic stuff.
Okay.
Active listening or passive listening, I guess. So we'll do that. We have Zuck's Hawaii Lair.
Do you have the tweet I linked?
Do I have what?
About it? The tweet I linked, the supporting tweet. It was underneath the follow-up tweet from the spreadsheet.
This is our spreadsheet that we use for planning.
Yeah.
Today's the 14th. Yeah.
You're doxing our operation.
Yeah.
Where was this? There was no supporting
It's underneath.
article for
Hang,
Zuck.
hang on. Follow it. Yeah. See, look, I highlighted it. Follow up tweet. Not for Zuck. For the
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have it.
marketing company. Oh, okay. Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nice name.
Then the Zuck thing. And then I have, how many did I pick? I think I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 TikTok videos for us to react to.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
6, bro. I didn't tell you to live on the app. I
Tell
said
it.
watch some stuff.
I narrowed it
But
down.
you knew it
Look,
was gonna
if we
happen.
want to split it into multiple episodes, we can.
If we want to scrap all the other episodes, we can just focus on the TikTok thing.
For sure. Is that what we're doing? I'm in.
Yes. What is going on, man? I still don't understand the fact that you are such a TikTok fangirl.
All right. So which order? Are we happy with this order, or do we want to move things around?
I don't care. This is fine.
No, that's good.
All right. So I'm going to bring back...
Wait. We should put the Musk thing first, right? That's going first.
Put what first?
Musk.
Put Musk first. Okay.
Yeah.
Then active listening.
Yeah.
Then
Supercomputer.
the supercomputer. Let's do the... Yeah, okay, that works. Cool. All right. Here we go. Are we ready? I'll start the
All right.
timer.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. 5,
Peter.
4, 3.
Wow,
No,
Peter
shit.
is-
Yeah, it's in Iraq.
Wow, you really fucked that up.
All right. And we are going live now. Oh, this is all weird. So I was actually recording.
Oh,
So the stream records automatically, but actually this is process stuff.
you're messing
All right.
everything
So I'm going
up.
to try and push record now. All right, we're
Oh,
recording.
no.
Now we're live.
Was there an issue with our recording at the beginning, Mike?
No, it was
Did it not
recording
go
just fine,
smoothly?
Peter. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, all right, sorry.
No, sorry. I mean, thank you for reminding me about the recording, Peter. That's super helpful to me.
All right, okay. Okay, and we're live.
Yeah, for the past 20 seconds.
Yes,
All right,
sorry,
so
sorry.
Peter's distracted because we're doing an experiment today. This is us actually recording the show, but we're recording the show on a YouTube live stream. So we've got some of the people from Discord watching along with us. You should absolutely come and join us on Discord, like and subscribe to the channel if you're interested. This is a
Also,
new animation that we've never seen before.
Check out the animation that
stylish.
Mike has created for us, the like
Yeah,
and subscribe
yeah.
thing. That is going to get us tons of subscribers.
Tons.
On
That's
its
so
own.
impressive.
For sure.
Yep.
Um, So today's story we're going to talk about is Elon Musk, our favorite topic. Woo!
Hate topic.
Oh, hang on.
Our favorite hate
We were asked to put a link in the chat, so
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So Musk doing Musk things. Basically, the story that was originally shared was about Alex Jones coming back to Twitter, but the core of the story is that Musk reinstated all these people based on a
Yeah.
Twitter poll and had set up a panel discussion, including Alex Jones, famous for the conspiracy theory that Sandy Hook was a staged event or possibly never even happened. Andrew Tate, who faces charge of rape, human trafficking, and organized crime. The controversial Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, and Trump's disgraced former national security advisor Mike Flynn. This is Elon Musk's all-star panel that he brought the band back together on Twitter.
he did a vote for Alex Jones. I know, but I don't know if he did a vote for the other ones. But look, I said it before. I say it again. The thing that Elon Musk is best at is making headlines. That's it. He doesn't care about what he's doing at all. He's just like wants people to be talking about him. I think that's why he bought Twitter. Is like, oh, if I bet Twitter, then everybody's going to talk about me all the time. I'll spend half my
Maybe he kind of gets off on being hated. You know, like
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that's his
yeah.
kink.
But is he
He figures
so
staying
rich that he
alone in this
really just
tower.
doesn't care that he's destroying the entire company?
The thing about
No,
billionaires,
it's nothing
right?
to him. They're toys.
The thing about billionaires is that if you've got 100 billion, you can spend 99.9% of that, and you still have $100 million left.
Sure, but he spent
It's
44 billion on Twitter.
He
That's
actually
just nothing.
didn't spend 44 billion.
yeah, exactly. He didn't. He got
He
Ugh,
put up. He
financing.
put up. He was financed, and he
true.
put up Tesla stock.
Like
So, like,
nothing means anything at this point.
He's just such a
yeah.
terrible guy, and it's such a shame what he's actually just doing to. I mean, Twitter always had his problems, but Jesus, Musk is
when
just
you have
like,
someone when you have someone at
fuck
the
everyone.
helm of, like, you know what this reminds me of is when Elon gave Starlink to the Ukrainians,
Yeah.
and then, like, was playing with them about it,
Yeah,
right? Like testing the limit, basically saying like, oh, it's too expensive for us, we got to pull the plug.
Well,
After
I
like committing to this, like, just like when you have that type of power of, like, you can give a real edge to a country at war, but you're playing it like it's cards. You're playing with them like they're cards, to the point where the United States government was like, we're gonna step in and fucking seize Starlink if you don't shape up.
I don't know, man. In that particular situation, I don't know, because I seem to remember it being as like he gave it to Ukraine and then he started saying he would charge them for it, which I don't know if that's. I think that's sort of fair enough in a way. Like, it costs something to run the tech and something to run the company, but
yeah. He, I don't know. It just seems like
yeah,
he at least was. I feel like I want to say he was trying to run the company originally, but I don't even know if that's true. Like, he's just completely given up at this point. Last week it was telling advertisers, go fuck yourself. If you don't like it, it's your fault. You're the reason Twitter's failing. Now he's just full on like, yeah, we don't care, whatever. Like,
and
we're the
week
worst of
before
the
that,
worst. We're embracing it.
it was agreeing to some conspiracy theorist saying that Jews run the world. It's like, you guys, if I was running the world, I wouldn't be on this fucking podcast. Okay, relax.
that's what you want us to think.
I
Right.
didn't say
That's
you were good at it.
I mean, is anyone good at their jobs?
yeah.
Aidzen, I hope I didn't just butcher your name, said Elon Musk is in a position to be a great role model, but chooses not to be continuously. Agreed.
That was on the
but I don't-
screen, John.
Yeah,
I think he has.
we should interact with our viewers, Mike.
He has
Have you never
no.
live streamed before?
No, I haven't. Actually, wait. We have like 2 years ago. We did the New Year's live
Yeah,
stream.
I
literally
think
2
it was
years
just
ago.
time Python at that time
It was
too.
it was Party Hearty as well.
Oh, yeah,
who
that's right. Yeah.
also spent time insulting me. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. Elon Musk, he just wants people to talk about him. He's good at making headlines. He is actually genius at making headlines. He can always think of some new way to get people talking about him, usually in a negative sense. But it's very polarizing as well. He's the Trump of the corporate world.
Is it genius, or is he just a dick who happens to be getting a lot of attention?
The thing is, there's lots of dicks in the world, but not all of them are as good as Elon Musk at getting attention.
Yeah,
but it's not he doesn't get attention because he's good at getting attention. He gets attention because he's rich.
No, but there's lots of rich dicks in the world as well.
I totally disagree. No other billionaire gets as much attention as him.
Yeah. Okay. From the general public, yeah, I would agree with that.
Billionaires don't want to get attention. They don't want the fucking eyes of the world. Look at what happened when he went on Joe Rogan and was like, we're gonna get Tesla's price to 420. The SEC fucking fined him for that. Like, you don't want to be, when you're that rich, when you're dealing with that much money, you don't want to be in the eyes of the governments that you have to pay a bunch of money to, because then you're gonna have to pay them even more money for every single thing you say. I mean, just a total joke. So, like, I think he just loves the fame. He loves it.
Here's the thing that blows my mind about this is that well, there's a couple of things. So the first thing is it reminds me so much of Trump, that he keeps on crossing these lines. He's like he's
Right.
looking for the lines to cross and the ways to get people to go, holy shit, he did what? Again and again and again, because he keeps doing it. Like getting Alex Jones is just he's a criminal. He's been like courts have shown that he was lying, or I forget the exact judgment, but like he's
It was
not a
like
nice guy.
Libel, I think, but like he has to pay like
Libel.
nearly $1 billion or something. Like it was an absurd amount of money
Right.
that the
He
court
but he
said he has to pay.
yeah, and Trump replied to his comment about Sandy Hook saying, I'm never going to accept this. I had to go through this with his kid or something, which I guess his ex-wife disputes. But like, it was a whole thing about how he was personally affected by this and how he was personally upset by what Alex Jones said. And then he goes and says, oh, I'm going to let the public decide. And then, of course, Twitter says, let him back on, because it's just trolling him or it's just genuinely a cesspit.
But think about it. If you're Alex Jones, or if you're Andrew Tate, or if you're any of these people who got banned, it is so inexpensive to purchase votes on Twitter, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, especially for people with this scale of like money, like you just spend $1 million and like, okay, you've guaranteed your way back onto the platform.
You're totally right. It could very well have been automated, like bots that he was bought, and like Twitter doesn't have a great reputation. But the thing is, the other crazy thing is, who doesn't really matter. It could easily have been either bots or real people voting because of what Twitter's like. And because of who's watching it, like who I don't know. Man. The thing is, the other thing that bothers me about this whole Elon Musk situation is that there's people who I like and respect, and I genuinely listen to them when they talk, and they have good opinions. But they support Elon Musk, and it kind of like I don't know. It sort of bothers me a bit because I feel like I want to try, and it's when you support someone like Musk, usually it's not like oh, I think he's a good guy. It's like a fervent, like really believe in what he says and what he does and don't question anything. And if other people do, then we get most of our like downvotes are on Elon Musk videos because people don't like what we're saying about him. They don't like us calling him a clown or whatever. And
allegedly.
Hey. Allegedly went to clown school. Relax.
Allegedly we haven't seen his clown school certificate. Yes. All right. But like it's frustrating because it seems so clear that he's not a nice guy. He's not a good guy. And yeah, I don't know. But the same with Trump. I know people who vote for Trump who I would, I like. Why can't we all just agree on everything, Mike? John and I agree on everything, so
basically everything. Even when Peter and I disagree on something, somehow by the end of the call, we're in agreement.
Yeah.
So you're usually just trying to team up on me.
It's what this whole podcast is all about.
Bring it on. No, if you had 2 or 3 more, maybe you'd win.
That's not why. That's not why. Because when Mike when Mike tries to fucking disagree with you, he goes for the underbelly, dude. He goes for the understabs. He kicks you in the nuts.
Root cause. Get to the core of the issue.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around on the edges. Nobody got time for that.
All right.
That's enough about Elon for the week, I hope.
Yeah. If you disagree with us, click dislike and let us know how wrong we are.
And subscribe so you can click dislike on the next video.
Yeah. Join Discord.
Look, if you disagree, click dislike twice to show us how much you really hate it.
And then leave a comment. Yeah. And really let us know.
All right.
So this screen we go to for our people who are watching live. I go to this screen so that I have an edit point. I can then scrub the video footage very quickly to see when the scene changes, and I could do this. Because then we come back and record the intro, which we will do now. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Who's doing it first? Wait.
Who's doing it first?
I'll do it. You're going to keep quiet for a second until...
Yeah, go ahead.
Show people what really goes on. What usually happens for anybody who's watching on the live
Is this part of it?
It's this part. We go, okay, intro.
Are you actually doing the intro, or are you talking to the live stream?
Both? I don't know.
Okay, just do the intro now. Go.
Excellent episode coming up for you guys. We're going to be talking about Elon Musk, his rabid supporters. Hope you're one of them, because we've got some news for you, but you're going to have to watch to find out. And his decision to bring back Alex Jones and Andrew Tate and a couple of other people who are just generally not very nice people. Also, we're doing a live stream at the moment, so everything's a bit wonky, but it's so much fun. So, yeah, enjoy.
Great one. Great job, Peter. Really good.
Thanks.
And then after Peter does his intro, I will always say, great job, Peter.
Good job. Good job. Well done, me. I like it. I feel good.
Yeah.
I hate it when there's silence in the video. I'm just refreshing myself.
Oh, here, I'll take a picture.
Let's see.
While I'm not there.
Fuck it. Let's do it live.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Do it
Gotta
live.
see the
Grab
setup.
some water. It's fine. I still got coffee.
All right, here we go. I'll bring this up. I put this in Discord also. Let me find it here. Yeah, it's kind of fuzzy, but this is what's happening.
Haha.
Oh my god.
This is actually producing the show. This is what it looks like. I actually took my teleprompter down. I'm going to put it back up. This bothers me a little bit, but whatever. Okay, so
your camera is kind of small. Wow.
Well, I took my good camera down because I wanted to see what would happen if I just used the webcam, and I'm not thrilled with the results, but I'm going to go back to it.
That's why you look a little bit weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's more focused on your pictures behind you than you.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Because on the other camera, I've got the bokeh effect because of the So, at any rate, active. Oh no, this is going to be active listening. So, can a marketing company listen in the background? I've got the article. I've got the tweet. I actually want to just start with this clip from Joe Rogan's podcast, though, where he talks about the government spying. Good.
Okay. Do you want to test the audio on the podcast?
No, I already tested. We're just fuck it. We'll do it live.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just send it. Sure.
If you can't hear it, I'm sure I'll hear about it if there's no audio. I'll just dub it afterwards. All right, we are going to record now.
Oh, go on then. So, what are we talking about today, Mike?
Today, well, so why would you ask me that? That's a super weird way to start the show. So yeah,
Mike, what are you talking
on today's show? We will be discussing the following articles. No, we're gonna. So the article that came up is it's going to be a rare situation where I'm against the marketers who normally I fully support. It's a story about is it Cox MC? What's the name of the company?
It's like Cox Research Group or something.
Yeah, advertise. A marketer basically comes out and says, "Hey, we can listen to people's microphones when their phones are turned off, and we market to them that way." And it reminded me of this clip from the.
But they've proven with Pegasus that they can have your iPhone recording you when it's off. Like when it's off, it can record you. It listens to you. It tracks your whereabouts. Like just because you think it's off, it doesn't mean it's off. Just your screen is off.
Right.
So if they hijack your phone, they figure out how to get it so that your phone is recording everything you say and sending you.
Why is he wearing a
spacesuit?
spacesuit?
You think it's off. You're like, yeah, fuck the government. I'm gonna turn my phone off and have this fucking
is that why?
Conversation about Bitcoin.
That makes sense.
What you're doing is you're talking to the NSA. Well, they've already used those Amazon things, those boxes in your house. What are those things? What are they called? Echoes. Yeah. Alexa. They've already used those for murders. Yeah. For murder cases, they've got a hold of the
to solve murders, not to cause murders.
I was gonna say, man,
with Alexa
recordings because it's recording 24/7. Right. Well, Alexa's listening, and that if you kill your wife, Alexa knows. Yeah. So apparently, they solved a murder. But they've proven.
Kimmy.
Say that again.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So
I think Joe Rogan's getting confused with real life. I don't know. Maybe they have.
Okay. Well, like 2 things that we should probably cover about the Joe Rogan thing is like, especially the music and stuff. So like that's classic FUD, right? Fear, uncertainty, doubt.
Yeah.
Spreading fear, spreading uncertainty, spreading doubt about if you can trust these things. Because what it does is it gets you views and it gets you listeners and it gets you money.
So interesting that you say that, John.
About Joe.
Because the way I came across that particular clip was in getting ready for Friday's episode. I went on my little TikTok and I said, conspiracy videos.
Yeah. So something to cover though.
I got some great results.
I just want to let's talk about something called, I want to say it's called the baseband OS. So on our phones, every smartphone has a chip, right? It has a CPU. Usually it's like a really complicated integrated CPU that has a bunch of different parts to it. The way phones have to interact with old cell networks to make phone calls, right? It requires proprietary like baseband software that runs its own operating system.
But does that have access to the camera and the mic?
No. So wait.
Okay.
It does have access to the microphone. Right? And because of how cell towers work, generally speaking, you can triangulate a user's location based on where they are in between cell towers. So is it possible is it possible that when I power off my phone, I'm actually powering off my Android OS, but not the baseband, like mobile cellular network OS?
Okay. There's so many different things going on, and so many different ways that these little devices can be kind of hacked or compromised. By the way, I completely agree with Ian Pytest's question here. He says, I know iPhones can be tracked easily when it even off, but record audio? This is one thing I don't know about the claim from CMG. By the way, did we actually explain the story? So the story is that...
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. The story is that there's this marketing company called CMG Marketing, and they claim that they can actually listen to people when their phones are off and use that to target ads towards them. So there's a kind of urban legend.
Wait, but that's not what the title says, right? The title just says that they can listen to you.
Right, but the story is that what I just said. And they had a website, a part of their website up, which had like, I don't know if there's screenshots on this article somewhere, but there was a whole part of their marketing website from a marketing company, which is all about, hey, yeah, we can listen to what people are talking about and target them from their ads, even when their mic is supposedly off. And you can buy an area, so you buy like a region.
Okay, but their mic is off, or when their phone is off, Peter?
When their mic is off, I think.
So not when their device is off.
Yeah, no, not when their device is off.
Okay.
But it is. We're talking about the whole tracking thing in general. Yeah,
but just making sure that we clarify that, like, one seems nearly impossible, the other makes much more sense. They can listen in even when your mic is supposedly off.
So the thing is that we know that these, not just the phones as well, but the like smart devices, Amazon Echoes and Amazon Echo and Google Echo, they are always listening because they have to be able to respond to these comments. But they're only supposed to record the bits that are like commands, which is, and there's something else that we talked about before, which is that you can get targeted based on your audio commands, which is like, Alexa, search for restaurants nearby, and you get a response. But that's just like a normal search, so it's not really anything more creepy. But the urban legend is that they can always hear us, and when we're talking about, I don't know, let's have fun times tonight, Mrs. Mike and Mr. Mike. It's
which is exactly what we call each other.
Yeah, it's sexy times tonight, and then you suddenly get ads for like KY jelly on your on your phone.
But let's also remember that there are recorded instances of American police seeing that a neighbor has a Ring camera and they subpoenaed Amazon for the footage from Ring.
Yeah,
And
I
they
think.
handed over the footage.
Well,
right?
Yeah,
If I recall
yeah.
correctly.
I think
So
that's
well,
slightly different, but yeah. I suppose if they just get all the stuff together, it's
what I just want to say is that none of us have read the terms of service of using an Alexa device or an Echo device and who knows what it actually says. Like there could be a warning, we may listen to things you say.
I
This
don't.
device may record and
I don't
upload
know, man.
inadvertently, unintentionally shit that you say. And
It
that kind of protects them from that.
feels very conspiracy theory-ish.
But at the same time, right, like I have spoken countless times with friends on Discord, and I will say something like, oh, I've never done that before, and then I'll get YouTube recommendations to watch videos about the thing that I've never done or watched, right? So, like, it is not beyond the realm of possibilities that these services, especially Discord, by the way,
What do you think,
which
Mike?
we know
Oh,
decrypts
yeah.
on the fly. They do not end-to-end encrypt. It hits their servers. They decrypt. They listen. They just stopped a was it a 13-year-old who was planning a terrorist attack in America against Jews?
Oh,
Discord like stopped them because they had like flagged the conversation.
Through passive audio or because it was a text
I
conversation?
don't remember if it was text or audio. I mean, what is our saying?
But
Fuck it.
imagine
We will do
that
it
makes
live.
a difference.
Discord 13-year-old.
So I did some reading about this, and the thing Rogan was talking about was the Pegasus software, which we've talked about before, that does claim to be able to use your mic when the phone is powered down, which, like John said, seems super suspicious to me. Like, if the phone is truly powered down, then can they actually figure that out? Text messages, yeah, that makes more sense. And I don't know that that's what the marketing company was claiming, but in looking at it,
marketing was claiming is when your mic is on now. I don't know. You have like a fucking 2G, so I'm not sure if you get this, but on new phones,
sorry, it's the 4A.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Pixel 4A, John.
As new.
I got it.
When my mic is on, it indicates like a green dot in the top right. Like
our mic is always on.
I'm gonna stop doing these stories, Peter.
So, like, I think what it means is that even though my indicator is saying that my microphone's off, right? There is no indication that my microphone's off. The app that they've somehow finagled their way into has got permissions into the microphone.
Yep. You read the same article.
And it's a cat and mouse. It's a cat and mouse game where, like, Google and Apple will be like, oh, well, you can't do that. We don't allow you to do that. We're going to ban you. And then the creators have to like figure out a new way around the blocks that the...
See, okay.
Yeah.
So I am not convinced by this whole thing. I think it was a stunt or I don't know, a fake or a misunderstanding, or I don't think it's real. I think if there was really the ability to listen to stuff that we didn't know about already, it would, or a hack. But yeah.
Wait,
well,
Peter,
we know
that that's almost arrogant coming from you.
Oh God! All right.
Think about the amount of money marketing companies make, right?
Yeah.
They are hiring the best of the best for circumvention.
Yeah.
What makes you think that they haven't written 0 days to abuse the manifests in like Android or the like, what is it called in iOS? Is it the P
list?
The P list. Like,
yeah,
we're talking about people that are way smarter than us who've probably figured out ways to outmaneuver the locks that Apple and Android have put down.
I think they definitely could do it if they
Yeah.
wanted to. They definitely have the money, and
if they're based in fucking Mongolia or somewhere, I don't know, like Cambodia or somewhere where they don't give a shit about the rules of the West, what's stopping them?
Well, I think two things. It's you couldn't actually buy the data off people and use it without doing something illegal. I think that's one problem. And the second thing is they don't really need to. I think there's enough data already. There's enough targeting data without all this stuff, right? Kochava got taken to court this week by the FTC for selling all this private personalized data, and that's all just stuff
That's
they
in
bought
America again.
Yeah.
Okay,
so what you're suggesting is that instead of being ransomware gangs, they're like marketing data gangs.
Basically, shadow marketing.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe that's what's happening.
Heck yeah, that sounds fucking crazy.
We haven't let Mike say much today, so Mike, do you want to chip in at all?
Yeah, why don't you argue their case, Mike?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
So, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. For once, Mike has not got any pro marketing spiel to give us. All right, fine.
Not for these guys.
Okay. All right, that's it. I think we covered it. That's pretty much it. It's all bonkers. I think it's a scam.
Agreed.
Interesting.
I don't think it's true. I really don't.
I kind of don't think so
it's
either.
It's a great way to get eyes on you if it is true. Also, like, where's this company? What was the company called? Cox what?
CMG. The thing is that they deleted all their stuff after it was live. That was what I wanted.
We didn't bring that up.
Tweet to show. There was another
media group.
You guys want to do the intro?
There was another. Oh God, do we have to? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go on. Yeah. Intro.
Do we have to do the intro? Yes, we do. We do have to do the intro.
Sorry.
Cox Marketing Group has since not retracted, but taken down the claim at any rate, that they had the ability to listen to conversations of phone users without their awareness so that they could market to them based on their private communications with others. Scary.
Like and subscribe.
Nope.
Too late.
Mike, you gotta give him a second.
A lot of times there's a second delay on the button, so a lot of times I push the button and then Peter tries to say something because he can't live with any moments of silence.
I can't.
And that's
can't
when
live with anything.
It's because the damage is already done. It's one of those like,
yeah,
accept it, you're already dead kind of scenarios.
All right.
Wait, this article really dives into that it is kind of legal.
I don't think they have access. It ends with a thing from a statement saying that they don't have access to anything except for the anonymized aggregated data, the stuff that every other marketer has. So their claim, which is what I think, do you know what? I can't remember exactly what was on the pages, but they were screenshots of their website, CMG's website, which was just like, you can listen to people's private conversations, basically. That was very much the impression that they gave.
Reading the article after the episode is probably less helpful, John.
I'm not reading the article after the episode. I'm reading a different article.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So at least,
Mike, get it
at least
right.
you're researching it.
Right. Okay. What's next? What we got next?
Supercomputer simulating the entire brain.
Journalism.
Oh, yeah. I didn't read this one.
I glanced. Sorry. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. No. Didn't we talk about this on Discord?
I don't know. I just submitted it and you guys were like,
yeah, no,
who is this guy? Let's ban him.
I clearly wasn't asking you, John.
Listen.
Can we start the show?
Story.
Okay, let's start.
Send it.
I'm just going to start recording.
Yeah. All right.
So we were just debating whether we discussed this on YouTube or not. What was the question, Peter?
Discord.
On Discord? Do you think we did discuss it? Because I had thoughts about it, but I felt like I was intentionally not discussing it on Discord.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
All right.
So my friend sent me this, and I mean, it's interesting. Supercomputer that simulates the entire human brain will switch on in 2024. Where is this happening again? Australia, right?
Yeah. But everywhere, really. It's happening in the metaverse, John.
God.
Location has no
You guys
meaning.
remember
anymore.
the metaverse? Feels like ages ago. It's just yesteryear. Just
Will this-
yesterday, right behind us.
Will this entire human brain that's simulated have legs? Is the real question.
Not yet. Not until we demand legs. So, this is
Okay.
cool, but it also feels very like cancer cured. Gives that vibe, right? Like, I think that this will allow researchers to replicate small portions of the brain. I don't think that we can replicate a brain because I don't think we have the magic. We don't got the sauce to spark consciousness. That's what I think.
I think that word simulates is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. You're right.
Yeah. Go on then.
Create.
Go on then, Mike.
Just use the word create.
But this is the game they're playing. So what they're saying is that they've created this computer capable of 228 trillion synaptic operations per second, and this, in their words, simulates the entire human brain. The implication is that it simulates or emulates the human mind, which is a completely different thing. All they're really saying is we think, as many calculations as a human brain does.
Right.
But as you said, that doesn't make it a brain, and it doesn't do them the same way. The brain doesn't do linear calculations. And what they're trying...
Plus... Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Go ahead, Peter. I'll come back to it.
I was going to say, plus, a human brain at 0 years old doesn't do all that much anyway. Like, it's still not having a conversation with us until
right.
a few years down the road.
And it's not even self-aware yet, right? Like, it's not. We haven't even. So.
But this story doesn't have.
Clickbait.
This story doesn't have anything. There's no claim of consciousness or thinking or emotion or anything. It's just raw computing power. That's the only thing they're saying. But we read into it all this other stuff. But another level.
Try to model, but then you can try to model a brain and throw it on there.
Put some, just throw some LLM on there, and it'll be great. But then the other flaw with this is the points of the experiment is that one of the things they're hoping to find from the experiment is the efficiency of the human brain. So the human brain can make all these calculations with very little energy. And so they want to see if they can start to learn how to do these calculations by consuming less energy, because supercomputers use just so much electricity and cooling. But there again, it's a flawed premise, because the brain isn't doing mathematical computations that require computer cycles.
No.
It's a completely blown analogy.
And I think that the mystery of, right, like, there's still so much uncovered about our minds that this is really just a limit test, like you're saying. Just benchmarking, basically, and very tomatoes to apples sort of benchmarking, right? Like, they are taking what humanity has estimated the amount of synaptic operations, and applied it to a CPU, basically. So, to really dumb it down. And like, that's not how the brain works, but I think it's the step in the right direction.
Because if they want to make a computer that's as efficient as the human mind, then what they'll get is one that's as good at math as the human mind. So congratulations.
I don't know. I was going to make a joke about having sex and creating a baby, but I can't.
Of course,
I don't have the energy. Apparently, my brain doesn't use much energy, so I can't. I don't have the willpower to.
That just means it's
work
efficient.
out the joke. Thanks, man. Thanks. I think what's going to happen is pretty much what John said, is that we're going to simulate elements of the human brain, and at some point we're going to plug enough bits together that it will just keep on going on its own as long as it's turned on, and it will be able to redesign itself. That's my guess.
Is that what John said?
There was another... Pretty much.
A couple of weeks ago, we talked
not what I
that.
took from John's statement at all.
I was extrapolating. There was another article that we put on the spreadsheet, which we were going to switch to, but we didn't, which is about jailbroken AIs, or LLMs basically, which were able to jailbreak other LLMs.
Cool.
Yeah. And I think that is kind of almost the future, right? It's
Almost a
an
fucking
AI.
worm. Yeah.
Yeah, and and then what you'll get is AIs which are able to fix the jailbreaking from other AIs.
Right.
Which if it's doing it to itself, I think, or even like if there's two components
That's
which are
the
kind of
building
like
block of
together.
fixing itself. Yeah.
There you go.
Repairing
That's
itself.
self-improvement essentially.
Yep. Or
So if it,
self-correction, at least.
yeah,
Which is not something new in programming, right? Like error handling is not something new.
no.
Bug handling is not something new, right? We see it in video games all the time where you get some crazy artifact in the game you're playing and then it's gone. You refreshed.
Yeah, error correction, I suppose, is
Yeah.
true, but not like dynamic and like to the no, I don't think it's anything like the current kind of.
Well, that's because this is so new, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's what's going to happen. I think
Yeah.
it will start fixing itself, and then it's going to go nuts because it will start hallucinating and fixing the wrong things. We did have another really fascinating. Sorry to keep going on about this, but we did have another fascinating conversation on Discord about how clones. I forget, it was Blackjack and Hookers posted something about clones. Oh, we were talking about super soldiers. I forget what it was, but I asked the question of what happens when we get clones of clones. Oh, that's right. You can clone your AI, clone yourself as an AI, and which makes sense. We can clone like Kim Kardashian as an AI or Justin Bieber or whoever it is,
but not truly clone them.
No, not truly, but like it's getting there. And what happens? So now you can clone yourself. So what's going to happen when you have clones cloning them? The clones, it'd be like a translation getting fed into itself again and again, and it will slowly degrade over time, like with evolution.
But that's why in like clone sci-fi, right? The original is superior because they are the original. So and what I think, I'm not gonna spoil it, so I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. But there is a new TV show that covers this actually, and how you sort of cause a mutation or like a deviation from the original, and you're now lesser than. And
but that's how evolution works.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. With all of this, clones cloning clones and AI fixing other AI, ultimately, there's really going to be nothing left for humans to do except push wealth up to the top. Help the wealthy people get wealthier.
I totally disagree. So I think what's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is we're in our lifetime, we will see something like the Australia Project from Mana, or vice versa, which is most likely the like consumerist version of it.
That is very optimistic.
We already saw, there was a video, I don't remember where I saw it, but it was like, I think it was YouTube short. It was either a Denny's or it was a Waffle House, and these two dudes are sitting at a Waffle House, and a fucking robot serves them their food. Now, someone in the kitchen made their food, put it on plates, and then put it on the robot, and the robot just drives to the table that it was assigned to.
It's Japan,
and it
right?
says, no, this was in America, and it says, please pick up your food, and they grab it off and put it on the table, and then the guy is like, can I have some water? And then it like backs up and it says, enjoy your meal, and then it leaves, and it's like completely, rudimentary. Yeah, see, even Paita said, a local place where I live has robot servers. So
wow,
this is so happening, and Mana, just like Marshall fucking predicted, is happening. We are seeing it. We are seeing workers being removed, and from the lowest levels where it starts, and it's going to ramp up, and it's been silent so far. We've seen it in factories.
Okay, but that's
now
what
it's going to get louder.
That's robots replacing humans. Yeah.
People should join Discord. There's going to be a link in the description below. I think there already is one. There is in every single one. Like and subscribe, and all that stuff. But yeah, Mike's quote on Discord, which is chef's kiss. Soon, we just won't need humans for anything except transferring wealth to the wealthy. And I think that's just perfectly encapsulates our purpose in life.
Until we run out of money, until the middle to the bottom of the class runs out of money.
Yeah, that's the point.
But then what?
Then they don't need us for anything. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, but then they stop making money.
This is why we're doing the podcast, guys. It's so that we've got a purpose when the wealthy take over the world.
Talk
and
about
replace
the
us with
fucking
AIs.
last dude who jumped off a bridge because he couldn't feed his family. Like, no, like,
Yeah.
that's not. You know.
What do you think the end result of capitalism is? For the guy at the top to have all of it?
Yeah.
If the bottom runs out of money, is money worth nothing?
Oh, that's too deep. We've got to end the show.
I
That's
know.
that's far too deep.
See everyone tomorrow.
High pie test.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole Henry Ford quote about your employees need to be able to buy your cars. Nobody gives a fuck about that in capitalism now.
It's all
It's
about
just
power and control,
money for the
not
top.
actual money. There's got to be something to control.
Doom and gloom on today's episode.
Dude,
Oh, we're not allowed to see Peter vaping? I thought Peter didn't care
the
about
whole reason we started doing the intro at the beginning was so
Yeah,
that
I
we
got it.
could
I got it.
get prepared. Yeah.
Rainbows and ponies. The world is looking like a brighter place today. With AI innovation. Helping every normal Joe. This feels like, the nuclear family commercials for the future. That's what I was just saying felt like, but it's actually a dystopian. Anyway, we're going to talk about AI. Tune in.
All right.
Wait.
I hate it. I
I know.
can see it. They couldn't beat it, but I saw it. You
Give me a
can't.
thumbs
yeah.
up.
Oh,
AI.
God. You're gonna freeze your machine again.
Oh, I know. I will, won't I?
Yeah.
Hang on. Give me a heart.
Yeah, I just said you're gonna freeze your machine.
Yes. I did it. It froze.
All right. Zuck's top secret
MacBook Air
compound.
is like seizing.
Oh God. Is it? No. Okay. I'm back.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Oh, you did. Did he freeze up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seized.
That's so
Totally.
Yeah. The fucking whole thing just failed.
Was it worth it,
MacBook
Peter?
Air
Keep
cannot
doing it.
Handle it.
That's 100%.
Keep doing it. See what happens. Yeah.
All right. Zuckerberg's top secret Hawaii compound.
Oh yeah,
Are we
this
ready?
is a fun one. Yeah.
Let me restart the timer. And here we go.
You gotta stop, Peter.
Sorry.
You have
You
to.
could cut this out,
Oh.
Mike.
No, he's gotta keep it up.
Okay, right. Anyway, inside Mark Zuckerberg's top secret Hawaii compound. This is an article from Wired, or Wired, as they say in their article.
Yeah.
They capitalized their name for some weird reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I guess because they're cool.
Because they're wired.
Because they're wired is what the real reason is. Anyway, so yeah, apparently I didn't know this, that Mark Zuckerberg's building.
Yeah.
He's got this compound on an island called Kauai, I think it is,
Hawaii.
in Hawaii, the oldest and smallest of the Hawaii Islands. See, I did read the article, but I only got halfway through or third of the way through, because it's a Wired article that
Really
is super
feeling it.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of made me hark back for the days of clickbait headlines and surface level journalism, but it's probably a very good article. I just didn't finish it. So Mike, you read it. Tell us all about it.
I mean, there wasn't a ton to it. So basically, he bought up 1,400 acres on Ko'ola
Damn, I'm
Ranch.
surprised.
And
1,400?
yeah, 1,400 acres, and all of the workers are under NDAs. Nobody's allowed to talk about what they're doing. They've seen the plan, so they know there's like 2 huge mansions with thousands of feet of underground tunnels. I think I have some video of the exit.
Yeah, this is accurate.
It could very well be accurate. I mean,
Oh, he's
yeah.
in the Amazon guys
Jeff Bezos.
rocket,
Yeah,
Jeff
that's
Bezos rocket.
his
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, blue, whatever the fuck.
Blue
Yeah,
Origin.
Blue
Blue
balls.
Origin.
Yeah. So and it,
Yeah.
Hawaii's a really interesting place. They were essentially illegally annexed by the U.S. in 1957. There's still a huge Hawaiian sovereignty movement where the native Hawaiians basically want the island back under Hawaiian control and to have the U.S. out. There's a huge U.S. military presence. Obviously, there's, like as beautiful as you imagine Hawaii to be, like it absolutely is. It's anybody would want to live there for sure.
Yeah.
But this is not good for the state.
It's
So in terms of like short-term labor creation, it's definitely good, right?
Well-
Infusing Hawaii, the state, with $100 million is not bad. This is not a bad thing. But what comes after is what's bad, right? Like hoarding 1,400 acres, and this is so much land, you guys, on such a small piece of land. So like such a big portion has now been purchased up. It's not good.
I'm dying to take the mickey out of what you were saying exactly, because the words were, it's such a tiny piece of land on such a big piece of land.
I know. I realize.
But I know what you're
Just
trying to say. It's
big-
such a
Big piece of land on such a small island. And that's
Yeah,
really sad. Because if you've ever been to Hawaii, it really is as gorgeous as they depict in the pictures. Like it is
I think-
so pretty there.
I've heard that, actually. I've heard that.
The water is like better than the pictures.
Like people talk about how amazing it is. They're not exaggerating. It really is
No,
that
they're
amazing.
never exaggerating. You know, in Avatar, the movie, right? Literally. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Just Avatar the movie.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
It
Well, now
looks
I want to go
alien.
there.
It's so pretty.
But that's what billionaires are all about, right? Short-term gains, or like personal gain and fuck the consequences. Like, who cares what anybody else wants or needs or thinks,
There
or the future? It's what they want right now. Yeah.
To be fair, Mark
be fair.
does. To be fair, Mark does love surfing, so
True.
he's probably just spending $100 million to be able to surf.
Maybe this will be one of the positive effects of climate change.
More
Do
surfing.
you care to elaborate?
No. Just that his compound won't be viable in a few years.
Okay.
True.
Yeah.
Fair. Wow.
I don't know. Although that might be bad for
It's
the rest
going
of
to
the
take the
island as well,
entire island of Kauai with it.
Well, I mean, it sounds like he's got most of it already, doesn't he? He's got like
Yeah.
secret plans, and he's hiring 1,400 workers. $270 million apparently is the cost, which is just a bonkers amount of money. Can't you just stay in a hotel for a bit? Come on now, it's not. Yeah,
There should be no billionaires. I started writing I've actually been writing it over the course of a couple years, but I talked about it to my wife and kid for the first time, my personal political platform, where I opine on tax policy and qualified immunity.
Wait a second, what?
That was their reaction. Does everybody not do this?
Fuck. You are the worst. You're the worst.
Are you for real right now?
You fucking corner your family and you're like,
Have you actually written a manifesto?
I mean, it's not a manifesto. It's just a series of bullet points, 15 to 20 bullet points talking about, my policy opinions and tax, social policies, foreign affairs.
fucking run for office, bro?
Do you cover gun control?
I think I do. Let me bring it up. I don't.
Huh?
Yeah. If I.
Gun control, abortion rights.
Yep.
gay
Abortion.
marriage,
Yep.
Are you
healthcare.
running for
Education?
office, Mike?
Yep,
Should I be ready for the independent Mike?
Holy macaroni!
Yeah.
Is that why you're wearing the hoodie?
Constitutional amendments for LGBTQ rights and for abortion as a matter of healthcare.
Are you serious? I can't tell. I just can't tell anymore.
No, he's
You've
serious.
gone to-
No, I'm serious.
He's
Yeah, I'm
serious, he's
serious.
Everyone knows Mike has 30 hours in a day, so it makes sense.
I was doing some research. If you're interested, I was doing some research on for tax policy, right? I was curious. how much total revenue is generated by the U.S. economy, U.S. businesses and sales to the U.S. And turns out total receipts for U.S. corporations are in the ballpark of $75 trillion. So if we just had like a 5 or 6% flat tax on all receipts, it would cover the entire U.S. tax burden. We could eliminate personal income taxes altogether. So I think this kind of stuff is like well worth looking into. It's all documented.
Right?
It's all documented in my manifesto, Peter. I will post a link.
But what you're proposing would mean that you're cutting 5 or 6% into every company's profits.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
to pay for every social program and eliminate personal income tax.
Yeah, they're not going to go for that.
Oh no, they're going to hate it, but it's definitely the way to solve the problem.
I mean, that might be one of the ways. You're
no, it's the way.
I so want to dig into this. I have so many questions, but I just don't think we have the next 4 hours to go over like everything I want to ask. In fact, I think we should definitely do an episode on this, okay. Probably a very long one, and I think it should be next week. And,
wow!
Wait, God!
I don't know if I'm ready to go that wide with
something really crazy, like solving the United States income problem.
I don't know. We can come up with a clickbait headline.
I don't know if I'm totally on board with this, but I'm not like announcing my candidacy or anything.
Well, you don't want to air.
You just kind of did, man. That's how the politicians.
That's how it starts.
They're on a radio show and they just kind of slip it in. Oh, I'm going to be running for president. That's what happened with Governor Newsom, who just resigned, right? He is it Newsom, the Florida guy? No. Who's the guy?
Oh, the
Florida DeSantis.
He resigned.
DeSantis didn't.
No, who was the Speaker of the House who got kicked out?
McCarthy.
McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy. He announced his resignation from the House.
Just on a radio show.
On a radio show, yeah.
By the way, I'm not gonna be, dude. That was such turmoil for that. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. Nothing else to talk about. Jesus.
All right. Intro.
What? Yeah. Oh, okay. Right, I'm sorry. I've got to jump in. I'm not even going to wait for silence this time.
No.
We start talking about secret billionaire compounds. There's an article on the Wired. There's an article in Wired about
on the Wire
that none of us read except for Mike. That's all about Mike Zuckerberg's huge compound that he's building. Yeah, his like secret lair in Hawaii. But we end up with a surprise announcement from future politician Mike.
I blew Peter's mind, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Let's get into it. God damn it, Peter. Every time.
You know what's gonna happen? I can see it already. Mike's gonna be standing. Yeah, he's gonna be standing out front of the Capitol in front of 100,000 people. He just won the presidency. And he leans into his mic and he says, let's get into it. And then a fucking like 4-year montage.
We look at their rockets.
Fucking up the economy. Oh, that's comedy. Yeah, chug.
Wait until the. Gotta reset all these.
Has it just been market research?
I don't know.
If LA couldn't get any creepier with all the problems.
Get rid of that one.
The world is definitely not ready.
Oh, we're doing TikTok reaction videos now, are we?
Yeah.
Oh god, this is a bit.
They all like reloaded in my browser, so I have to
look it up and
reset them all.
Right. TikTok. I'm ready to react. Okay. By the way, I don't know if do you guys know Graham Norton?
The
Graham
government
Norton show. He's a UK chat show host, and he's sort of a legend. He's been doing it for a very long time.
Oh, I probably
wait
know
until the end.
Irish and gay and whatever. He has a show called The Graham Norton Show, and he has people on every. It's a very different style to US chat shows. But
LA couldn't get any.
Actually, I was in the middle of watching it before we started recording. For last week, Friday, I think. Actually, this week. And there's a guy who's an actor on it, and he was interviewing him, and he talked about the art of the double take, and he was sort of joking, and he said, "Yeah, I've been working on the triple take, because the double take is like a kind of like, what? So,
Right.
it's just, yeah." And he said, "Yeah, I've been working on the triple take." And then he demonstrated in it, and because you think, oh, he's just fucking around, right? He's just joking. Triple take, yeah. But he said, yeah, you sort of like, you tell a story with the triple take. It's like you see something, and then you're like shocked, you're like, oh wow, and then you realize you shouldn't be watching. And he does an example of it, and it is so good.
That's funny.
I'll try and do the triple take. So you like.
That's good, Peter.
Thank you.
Nice.
All right, ready?
Okay. Yep,
Yeah.
ready.
All right. Oh, let me start the timer. I cut it down to 5.
Whew.
Where's Julie? Julie.
But if you start losing, energy for it, just let me know.
Poor Julie.
Give me
Fired her twice.
code words or something.
Just
All right, here we
keeps
go.
coming back.
She keeps coming back.
Yeah.
So we were talking on Discord. Everybody should join Discord, by the way. It's we have some really interesting conversations there. It's a lot of fun. Join us, like, and subscribe. We're actually live streaming this episode as we're recording it.
Yes.
If anybody's still watching, I don't know.
I
But
think
the
we
stream
have a
is still running. So we were talking, we've a handful of times in the past done like reaction videos, and we thought that would be fun. So I jumped on my little TikTok and TikToked conspiracy videos
Oh,
for John and Peter to look at.
of all the choices.
Quick question before we start, Mike. I know you're obsessed with TikTok, which is just so bizarre as an ancient,
ironic,
old
actually.
human being that you are. Have you actually made any TikToks yourself? Have you done any of the dances?
No.
Do you sit at home just
No.
like repeating the
I haven't.
moves?
No, I haven't.
I bet you do. I bet you've got a secret
He
TikTok
does. He
account.
sits
Yeah,
there with fucking-
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
The Macarena is
Oh,
the only
yeah.
dance I know. Is that?
Oh,
Am I
shit.
doing it right?
He breaks it out 7 times in a row at a wedding. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
I forget what this one was about. Let's see.
We look at their
Jesus.
rockets. This is
Oh,
how they claim to get into
yeah,
outer
yeah.
space, is these rockets. Their rockets never go straight up. Every single rocket launch from a government space agency, you'll notice, follows a parabolic curve. It goes up, it reaches a peak, but what they do is as the rocket starts coming back down, they make sure that it goes down over the ocean, out of the way of any curious observers. Anyone can see it coming back down to Earth, asks, hey, how come the rocket's not going up anymore?
Yeah. Why isn't the rocket going up anymore? Did you ever notice that,
Yeah.
Peter? Anybody who's ever seen a
Oh.
rocket launch has seen this.
Oh my God! Where did they
I think
get
this
these
guy's
people
onto
from?
something.
Well, it's
I think he's
going
on
around the
something.
curvature of the Earth, is what they tell us. So every
That's what they
single
say.
rocket, the reason that it follows a parabolic curve, they say, is because it's going around the curvature of the Earth. The real reason
They
is they can't
say.
get up any higher than that.
Are these flat earthers, basically? He's
No.
got a
No, no,
picture
no,
of
no, no, no,
Disney.
no.
That's a reenactment
This
of the
is-
actual launch.
No, Peter, this is like
They-
space deniers. Like God is up there, basically. Like we can't go up there.
Strictly
So no
founded
rocket,
to hide God.
No God, no person can like make it to space.
Tell us that the Earth is a sphere. They show us pictures
They
of a
tell us
sphere,
that
of
the
a
Earth is a
circle. It's a
sphere.
perfect
So there's
circle.
definitely a flat
And then they
Earth
come out and they
element to
say, well, it's actually an oblate spheroid. Oh, what's that?
Which is true.
Well, it's a sphere that's flattened
This is not a simulation of the actual shape of the
at
Earth.
both poles, so it's more of an oval shape. It actually bulges out
As you
south
would
of the
have you
equator,
believe.
as well as being flattened at the poles.
Like he's
So it's more pear-shaped.
So it's not actually
he's saying the words and showing the animation. Totally misleading.
a sphere.
I'm so,
It's
I'm so
open.
confused. I'm so confused. There are
Yeah.
so many different conspiracies going on here, right?
I know.
There's the hiding God thing.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
NASA's fake. It's only founded to hide God. There's the Earth
space
is
travel.
flat. No space
No
travel.
space
The
travel.
Earth is flat. And then
Yeah.
he's repeating all this science as if,
Mhm.
like, with a sort of sarcastic accent, attitude. Like, yeah, they say it's an oblate
They
spheroid.
say, they
It's
claim.
like, yeah, they do because it is.
Mhm.
oblate. And officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator. A little chubbier. A little chubbier.
Yeah.
Chubby's a good word. It's like pear-shaped.
So now it's pear-shaped. So why are all of these official NASA photos and videos showing perfect spheres when it's actually an oblate spheroid or a pair.
That's a great question. That's a great why is that? Why don't they show like a pear floating in space? Do you know?
Oh my god!
That I had to waste time researching answers to these questions.
Oh, but you mean you didn't know them already?
So is it because
It's not a perfect sphere? That is just, it looks spherical, but if you measure it, then it's slightly wider than it is high.
Yeah, by 25 to 50 kilometers.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what this guy's talking about. Like, they say that the Earth's not perfectly round because in some areas it bulges out 50 kilometers more than the entire normal circumference.
Right.
Yet he would have you believe that we all live on a pear, that we're trying to convince him that we live on a pear floating through space. These people are nuts.
Pear-shaped spheroid. Yeah. They can't get their story straight. And the reason they keep changing it is that to fit the model, they have to change the shape of the Earth. South of the equator is larger than north of the equator because lines of longitude that just extend outwards. They don't contract back.
Wait. Does he genuinely think that's what the actual physical makeup of Earth is? That it's a disc? Does he think that there's like 4 elephants underneath that are flying through space? Does he?
What? No, it's just a flat sphere that if you take your boat out far enough, you fall off.
Fall off the edge, obviously. No, I thought you magically like transported to the other side or something.
Is that what?
No.
That's
why. But that's why we only fly. That's why we only fly a certain direction. You know.
If you magically transported to the other side, that's called a sphere.
In their pear model, they say, well, the side bulges out south of the equator. It's bigger south of the equator. Yeah, it is, because it's flat. But instead of...
No, he's got an actual pear.
And did you hear his justification? Here, listen to what he says here about this.
Side bulges out south of the equator. It's bigger south of the equator. Yeah, it is, because it's flat. But instead of
obviously it is
that, they just make tweaks to their model as time goes on. They say...
So they're right that it's bigger south of the equator, but they're wrong for saying that it's pear-shaped because in reality, obviously, it's just flat.
Where is the equator?
The baller.
I don't understand. Where? So the equator is just a ring? I don't get.
It's not really an equator. It's really just like a flat.
It's a
Peter,
ring.
he already drew this animation once. Do I have to go back and?
23.5 degrees.
So and so the rocket thing, I thought, okay, well that is kind of interesting. Why do they do that? And it makes perfect sense because if a rocket, go ahead.
No, go on. I think I know.
I actually think I know. Can I like try to estimate? Then you tell me if I'm right. So, because of the atmosphere, right? If we try to break through the atmosphere, it's like, is it too harsh on the ship or something, right? So we have to like kind of drift it, almost like skid across it, right?
So
like,
that's part of it.
It's like
that's
a needle going into your arm instead of it being jabbed straight in. You have to follow the vein, right? Like,
that's part of it.
It's like
but also, if you launched a rocket directly away from the Earth and it broke the atmosphere, now what? Now it's traveling away from Earth in space at maximum speed. Their goal is not to get away from the Earth as fast as possible. Their goal is to get into orbit. So they launch the rocket in a way that the arc perfectly coincides with the orbit that they want to take around. Like
too much math, Mike.
Oh my God!
I saw a really interesting description of what being in orbit actually is, and what it is you're constantly falling towards the horizon. You're not actually just traveling at the same distance. I suppose you actually are as well, but you are, if you imagine the flat level like this, and you shot a bullet, it would go down towards the ground. And if you bent the ground, then you shot the right speed, it would constantly be falling and falling and falling. And that's
like swinging a weight at the end of the rope. The rope is gravity, and the weight is the thing that's just.
So totally different
Spinning around.
analogies that I was using, but yeah, we'll go with.
Well, it's
What
the
do you
same,
got
but it's the
here?
same. It's the gravity pulling it down. That's the falling part
We
of
got
it.
4
Alright.
more of these. Let's.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, so this one's
So if
this
LA
one's for
couldn't
fun.
get any creepier with all the problems with crime and homeless, I ran into this billboard on this lot. So this is a vacant lot for construction, and it says "Live life deeper." 144 stories
Oh my
underground.
God.
You may never go outside again.
Oh,
it's so
no.
creepy. I'm wanting to know if this is
this
real,
real?
with this construction site.
Is
right
this the
here,
real TikTok?
West Hollywood,
Yeah.
Beverly Hills adjacent. A
This-
controlled
this is a
access
TV show
community,
that she's-
24/7 security, residents only amenities, a new standard of sustainable living.
How-
but it's
how
all
recent is it?
underground. Live life
It's a right
deeper.
show.
The world's
book.
first and only completely subterranean residences. Terrifying.
Isn't that cool
I feel
that
like
they're-
it's a horror movie. It's so creepy.
I mean, here's the thing.
Cool that they're building
in her
that.
defense, I actually don't think it's that crazy. If you're not like somebody who watches telly or not watches Netflix, and you've never
But
heard
you're
of
on TikTok. Google
Okay, look,
Silo.
To be fair to who, you know
be
what the
fair.
silo is, right,
Be
John?
fair. I just said it's a great show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was talking over you, so I couldn't hear that.
Nothing new there.
Get with it. To be fair to her, I do think it's a joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I looked up her profile and she says she's listed as a comedian, so I think she was joking.
First thing, they are making The Line. That does seem to actually be real, which is a bizarre construction.
here we
across the
go.
desert. The second thing is satire, or is it satire? Is a great game, but let's play that another time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is a good idea. We should. Yeah,
That's a good one.
I like that.
It's not out. It's not my idea. It's from Gunner TV.
Sure,
So-
sure. Well, we can still play
Doesn't
it. yeah.
matter.
Yeah, we'll steal it.
It's our
YouTube.
original idea
All
now.
YouTube is stealing ideas from other people.
The
Stolen
world is
ideas.
definitely
Our
real.
idea now.
But there is no real picture of the Earth.
What do you mean?
Every picture that's been released that's on Google and or released from NASA is a 3D render. There's only 2 pictures the Earth claims to have in its vault. Let me
Yeah.
show you them right now.
You're telling me that my iPhone 3G wallpaper isn't real?
That's the blue marble. The blue marble, as known
3G.
from popular media and your iPhone 3, this claims to be an actual photo of the Earth from space.
Where did
It's
you?
claiming that?
Where did
Do
you
you
get
want to
this
show you
from,
the other one?
Mike?
Wh-
Where is this from?
I-
This must be a joke, right? iPhone 3G.
Oh, do you not remember when the iPhone 3G released? It came with that as the background for the lock screen.
Yeah, but this must be like a million years old. How old is
No,
the
I
iPhone
think
3G?
it's just like a weird, obscure reference that they used.
Yeah, you think you think that all the new pictures of the Earth have been taken since the iPhone 3G? Like that's the problem you have with this video?
No, it's just the
It's just an obscure
You just got really
reference.
loud, by the way, Mike.
It's
Yeah,
just an
like the guy-
obscure reference.
The guy's talking about how there are no pictures of the Earth, and you're the thing that
Hung
stands
up
out to
on
you
that
is
he
that
has
it's
a
an iPhone 3G.
3G. Yeah, amazing. I mean, I see why Mike is taking offense because he literally runs basically the equivalent of a fucking iPhone 3G
Look,
with Android, but it's fine.
All right.
it runs the latest
Yeah.
operating system, and it runs it fine, and it fits
Where
the
did
case
you
that
dig
I
up these
had.
fucking clips from, man? Is it like you went to the Internet Archive to go?
No, that's what he said. No, Peter. He was like, I looked up conspiracies on TikTok.
Yeah, I went to TikTok and Googled. I TikToked conspiracy
Googled.
theories.
You didn't think
Like
about it, you
5
searched.
days later, you emerged from the cave. You're like, oh my god,
He's a
guys,
new
you gotta
man.
see this.
Yeah,
It's
and
got an iPhone 3G.
I gotta tell you, we make fun of the flat earthers, but they do make some good points.
Oh no.
No. This is
What?
what happened when I went to see the pyramids in Cairo. Right. The tour guide was joking about how people thought that aliens had come to Earth to make the pyramids. And I was like, yeah, right. Then when I was standing in front of them, I'm like, you know what?
They are onto something. They're onto something.
I can't. This
I
doesn't.
see
yeah.
the
All right.
argument. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
The other one's,
gosh,
the other one's
go on,
hilarious.
play it, please.
This is the real one, apparently.
What?
It's called the pale blue dot.
Who took that?
I've taken
Dude,
better pictures
Picto
whenever my
Chat.
phone is in my pocket.
Picto chat.
So he thinks this one is real, but the ones where you can actually see the Earth are fake. Now, to be fair,
To be fair.
some of the pictures are composites from satellites. There are also 3D renders, but we have lots of satellites in space taking pictures. This one, I don't even know what he's talking about, but these
so
people are
pictures, you guys.
kind of nuts.
We have so many pictures.
Oh, this is one John will like. Here we go. You ready, John?
All right.
Look it up. NSA created SHA-256, which is the algorithmic procedure behind Bitcoin.
Look it up.
Oh,
Look it up.
God.
And everyone said, I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Then I'm coming across Twitter, and here is a paper from 1996. And the paper was called How to Make a Mint, the Cryptography of Anonymous Electric Cash. This was written in 1996 by NSA. And you know, coincidentally, who the author of that 1996 paper about electronic cash? Do you know who the author?
Do you want to guess, John?
I don't. Who could it?
Author
who
was?
Could it possibly?
It was
be?
Tasoki Akamoto. Doesn't that sound like Satoshi Nakamoto, who is the credited author for Bitcoin paper, which was in 2008?
What? This guy cracked it. He cracked it.
So
Figured it out. He
I
figured
have
it out.
a genuine question. Do you think that there are like Japanese people who are also conspiracy theorists who are finding papers and going, who is this guy? This
And
guy.
why does John Smith sound like Adam Jones?
Yeah, Mike Sutton. It sounds so familiar, so similar to Michael Fox. Like, and
They're the
now
same
they can.
man.
They just have to go. I actually have documentary evidence that you just have to accelerate to
Oh my
88 miles an hour,
God.
and you could go back in time with a flux capacitor. I have seen this on. What do you mean? Like,
Okay,
But also,
So-
what if it's true? Like, who cares?
so let's talk about let's break it down. Nice. Okay. So, first things first. Cryptographers all over the world have been sitting in forums trying to solve the digital mint problems that before Bitcoin were like the reason that they failed. We've had like DigiCash and like something like eCoin or something like all throughout like the early 90s into the early 2000s until 2008, and there were two really big problems. There was the double spend problem. How can I guarantee that I don't go and send someone money with this digital coin or mint and then really really fast send the same amount twice, right? Like, because there's no verification method in place that can solve that. So they solved it with Bitcoin. Okay, they solved it through mining and through blockchain. They've solved the double spend. Then the second big problem is the 51% attack. If I own 51% of the network's supply, available supply of the token of the mint, then I basically get voting rights to do whatever I want on the chain. So I can control the chain, and I can
control the
then
other
go and say
49%.
and authorize double spends. So it's the 51% of the mining capacity, 51% or above. So that was instantly solved because humanity cannot create now because of how widespread mining is. It's just impossible to. In the beginning, it was possible, but now it's not because
John,
of how decentralized it is.
Do you think you're duetting this actual TikTok?
No, because he's pissing me off. Because he's like,
you
he's
just
like-
couldn't help
it's like,
yourself, John.
just
could
wait
you?
until he
You-
finds out who fucking created Tor. You know,
The
like
problem with stuff like this is that people they're not going to respond to logic, man. He's already made up his mind, and it doesn't matter what you say if it's true or not.
who's behind Bitcoin. And you know what? Even if it was the NSA who was behind
Mike's
Bitcoin,
point.
okay, yeah. And
What? Yeah.
you're
What
telling
does
me
that
the United
disprove?
States intelligence, the biggest national intelligence agency, made a fucking hack-proof, like cryptographic digital currency? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay, it's fucking sick. It works amazing against inflation-based currencies. So
Yeah.
But if the
Okay,
NSA
like-
made it, then it's just a tool to control you.
wow. Yeah, I mean,
That's what you're missing.
okay.
Okay, all right. Is this the
That
last
one
one?
pissed me
This
off.
is
Mike.
the
You
last
pissed
one.
me
It's a
off
short
about
one, but this dude has it figured out.
The government just sent out a massive signal to every phone in America. I recorded it. Watch.
Oh no! Stop! Stop it now! I know what this is. Oh God! Is he on? Oh.
I love how he
Emergency service alert.
discovered this massive signal that everybody who has a cell phone already got. Did you discover that?
Oh man! I mean, wow. I don't know what to say. Some of these. How long did you spend looking for these, Mike?
how many hours did you scroll?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a
your For
whole
You
list
page-
of ones that I didn't even bring today.
Jesus Christ!
I have enough. I can do this for a week.
Please don't.
Yeah, I think
You-
you should
you-
cut out the conspiracy
you might be-
stuff. Mike.
You might be surprised to know it's not hard to find conspiracy videos on TikTok.
I mean, wow. You had
Oh,
me
wow.
beat. I was sure that there's not a dime a dozen everywhere all the time. Just
Okay. I would genuinely be interested in playing Is It Satire?
yeah,
at
that
some
could be
point.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think I might go into.
And we can each find one or two videos. Yeah.
You know, I like the game nights, so I might have a For You
What
page,
what-
which is very different in a week's time.
What videos do you want me to find for our next reaction video?
I think
I'll take requests.
Wait, we could also ask our trusty viewers
all five of
if
them.
you have any videos you want us to react to. Join our Discord, subscribe, like, comment.
Yeah.
Send it to
For
Mike's
sure.
own phone number. His phone number is 4.
Oh, if we just ended, then is
Yeah.
that it? Yeah.
You can cut the phone number. That would be funny.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Game night.
Kind of.
What? Yeah, it was React Video Day.
I'm honestly
Yeah.
so mad still about that one, but they'll have to find out. I'm so
To,
pissed.
to hear John's extended rants.
Yeah. He just couldn't help himself.
No, I
He
was,
just couldn't let it go.
you full tilted me with that dude. Anyway,
Yeah.
I guess watch.
Oh, we made it.
Yes.
Not bad time. Hour and a half. That's all right, actually.
Yeah.
Do we
Is
end
that
the
what it
stream
was?
now? I suppose we do. There's 4 people watching, apparently. Hi, everyone.
I'm one of them.
That was fun. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. I think I might be one too. So that's.
Oh, yeah, so am I.
Got one
So it's
person.
us and maybe I am Pie Test if he's still around.
I'm
Right.
Hi, I'm
I'm about to fall asleep. You guys.
So we stop recording here normally. Then I go edit the videos, take the intros at the end, put them at the front, put our little music on there, and I upload them. And then Peter does an amazing job of making sure everybody finds them.
Oh man, I have to say this is kind of a fun little experiment. So
Oh, Kunan is here.
yeah,
Yeah, we got these. The company I work for sponsored his car last year, so I have the Romain Grosjean race car. I'm actually not a huge IndyCar fan, but I've watched a couple races.
okay. You guys get a room. Chat about it later.
Yeah.
Are you guys trying to get out of here?
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
getting
much.
outta here. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Are we staying
it's-
on, or are we just ending the show and that's it?
Let's end the
No,
stream.
just end the stream.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.